I tried the legendary Blender Guru's donut tutorial from 2022 and 2023 and wanted to see if it still held up. I'm Uzma, and before this tutorial, I had no idea how to do any sort of 3D model rendering or animating.
I understand nothing.
But I was still able to turn this gray floppy disk thingy into this, dare I say, beautiful Halloween donut animation. I'm kidding, I know that this donut has a lot of flaws, but before this I had never opened up Blender, but I knew that it was something I wanted to get to know, so after doing some digging I naturally wound myself up at this tutorial right here. The world-renowned hazing tutorial for almost every Blender user in existence.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You shut up! You shut up!
Now, I'm not going to bore you with my step-by-step successes and failures with this tutorial, but I am going to give you some of my top key takeaways that this tutorial taught me that I think would be very valuable for new Blender users like myself to hear as encouragement. Now, for starters, I want to preface this by saying I am by no means artistically talented. I can't even draw a decent donut, but I'm pursuing Blender because 3D modeling is by no means defined by if you can draw or not. So if you're like me and you are absolutely dog at anything that comes to art or creativity, let this be some encouragement and motivation to get you to try this out. Speaking of motivation, that leads me to one of my first key takeaways. Have something in mind that you can use as motivation as you embark on your 3D journey. For me, this is the dream of knowing that if I can get good at this, I can start making animations of funny skits and whatever else may come to mind, and having this in the back of my mind helps push me through certain areas of this tutorial that had quite a learning curve. Geonos, sprinkles. So have something like this for yourself when you're getting started. It will help you get past the trials and allow you to stay excited about what you are learning. The next thing I learned was don't get caught up on the little things. Starting out, it's very easy to not get every little detail correct, and if you're anything like me, you want to make sure it's perfect, but this can lead to a lot of frustration and inevitable quit from the software. So starting out, don't get caught up on those little things. Just make sure you have the basis down and keep moving forward. Just look at these sprinkles. They clearly aren't perfect, but because I didn't get too frustrated with them, I was able to finish the donut.
You're trash, bro.
Next up is consistency. Now, I sucked at this in the beginning and would do a couple parts of the tutorial over a couple of days and even take days off. And when you're working with something like Blender, this is not at all what you want to be doing. You're going to end up forgetting what you're supposed to learn for the tutorial, and you're going to look back and not have any idea how you got to where you are. Build up the habit of spending at least a couple hours each day with the software to make sure that your brain is consistently and constantly learning the software and how to apply what you learned, which leads me to my next takeaway. Do not rely on the tutorial. Now, I know that starting out this is very hard because I had no idea how to even use Blender when I started.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
But I really wish I watched the tutorial first and then tried to emulate what I remembered into Blender so that my brain wasn't just becoming reliant on watching the tutorial step by step, and I was actually learning how to apply the skills that the tutorial honed in on. Now, I fully intend on doing this for my next tutorials, and I hope you all do too. My game plan now that I finished this donut is actually to get to work in CG Boost's beginner courses. They have a completely free one for and a couple solid projects for beginners to start in, and I'm super excited for these because I know that if I apply myself and give these courses my all, I can come out of these courses a genuinely skilled beginner, which would be so sick. I plan on using all of these takeaways that I just mentioned as I embark into this course, and I'm excited to learn new ones, which I'll let y'all know in my next video. Let me know what you think of these takeaways. Do you agree with them? Are there any you think I missed? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to be a part of this journey with me. Let's learn this together, baby.